Hey tribe, it's Phoenix again, coming from my bed as usual because I am still healing from my amputation surgery. I wanted to remind you that Phoenix Rise is all about empowering those who are differently abled or just going through life and struggling at the moment. This is going to be a very heavy video just because I'm going to go over topics mentioned here, and if that is not something you are ready to hear about, or it's just not something you're interested in, I have linked a cute kitten video down below, which you can check out. I encourage you to watch until the end so that you can see some of the resources that would have helped me had I been able to reach out. And I hope they would help you too if you're experiencing any of the heavy topics that we're covering in today's video. We're going to travel back to Christmas 2016, where I had my accident. That any of you who haven't watched my whole video talking about what happened, it's probably my first video. A little bit of a recap. I was on the back of a motorcycle, got hit by a F-250 Super Duty truck and crushed my left leg. Lost the use of my right arm due to nerve damage and had a severe traumatic brain injury. My femur was in 4 pieces. My tibia and fibula were in 20 plus pieces. My ankle pulverized and a bunch of bones broken in my foot, and it was degloved. With that comes all of the fun medical things that happen. So I had to get a rod in my femur, I had to get an external fixator on my lower half of my leg, and nothing was done for my brain or my arm because the leg was kind of the main focus. An external fixator, for those of you who don't know, I will use my good leg explaining. There are 2 screws that go into your leg right here, and then it's attached to a rod that goes down up until your ankle. And then I had a rod going through my ankle to the other side, and then another rod going through my heel all the way to the top of my toe. And my socks are clean, they just have a bunch of fuzz on them. But anyways, that's important to understand the level of abuse that I had encountered. Basically, my family had to go back to work and do the things that you do day-to-day life, and my care was left in the hands of the person who was driving the motorcycle when we had gotten hit. He had broken his ankle and had some road rash, but that was about it. So with him having broken his ankle, he wasn't able to work, so he was a line cook. So he was more than happy to take care of me because that meant a place to stay as well because he lost his. So the first week goes by, he's fine. And the weeks that followed just progressively got worse and spiraled out of control. I had the brain of a 4-year-old. I was in no way, shape, or form able to move myself. I was reliant on someone to go to the bathroom, on someone to take a shower, to move around, because not having that right arm meant I couldn't use a wheelchair, I couldn't use a walker, and my brain was just a mess at that time. I encountered sexual abuse through coercion because I didn't have the right mindset / brain to give consent for that, and it just progressively got more and more abuse-like, if that makes sense. And then on top of that, there was frustration with all the things that go into taking care of me, to the point where I had gotten thrown down on the ground, had to have surgery to realign the bones that I gotten messed up during that, threatened my life in the way of, I had blood thinners dropping me on my head kind of thing. It was just a lot. Basically every kind of abuse that you could go through, sexual, physical, financial, all there. And it was so difficult. So I didn't realize that I was actually being abused until about beginning of April. Even though I had gained my 26-year-old brain at the end of February, I didn't understand until beginning of April. And even though I told people, no one did anything about it. My doctors should have seen the signs. They didn't do anything about it. So that trust was just gone. It's very hard for me to trust people now just because of that entire situation. The emotional journey with being abused was such a roller coaster because the just gut punch of betrayal, with feeling like you're going to be taken care of, feeling like someone's got you when in reality they just want to harm you. So, and the betrayal of people knowing about it and doing absolutely nothing. And I can't even describe the pain. I still have trauma to this day where I don't exactly trust others. I am hyper independent, and working through it. It's very difficult because, you know, my husband's working with me and being very supportive, and of course I just want to do everything. So of course I'm cleaning with one leg right now. Like, it's wild. And just trying to get better. Seeking help to get out of the abuse was very difficult for me. And I had to do it myself. And at the end of April, I called the job that had been set up to start in the beginning of the year, and they had hired me on. So it wasn't until the second week working there that I felt comfortable enough to kick my abuser out. And I just kept going on like life as usual. And that was so bad for me. I will say now, I didn't seek the mental help that I should have after. As far as, you know, going to see a therapist, a counselor, a psychologist, something like that. And because I thought, okay, I have the tools of having a degree in psychology myself, so I got this, it's fine. And I went 5 years without seeking any help, and I'm finally getting the help that I need now. And that is so important. If you have gone through something like this, make sure to seek help, mental help, because in your head you might have already thought, okay, I'm over it, it's fine. Be thinking you've got this and you don't need help. But in the end, it will do you a service to talk to someone and just get those feelings out. Tell your story. So I have linked mental health resources down below, whether it be online or just finding a counselor in your area. Ever since getting out of my caregiver abuse, I have been seeking different ways to empower myself. And that's kind of how Phoenix Rises came to be, because I wanted to empower others who may be in a similar situation or in just a situation where they feel stuck, or they feel like all hope is lost, like nothing's gonna get better. But there is a way to come out above this, to rise above this, and to enjoy life again, not just survive, but truly live. And that is so important, because I want to say I did not start truly living again until like May of last year, because I was just surviving, just trying to get through what had happened to me. Phoenix Rises is all about a community where you can share your story and feel heard and have no fear of, you know, repercussions or you know, being attacked. So I want you to know that you are supported, you are loved, you are important. Strength can be gained from sharing your story, feeling heard, feeling important, and just feeling like you're living again. It's a constant journey, and I'm here to take that journey with you. And if you feel led to, make sure to drop a comment, share your journey down below. I will offer any support that I can, and all the resources about abuse hotlines and mental health resources are listed down below. I've also included a cute kitten video to kind of get out of the darkness of this video, and I've put that link down below as well.